Hello, guys. I hope you all are doing good. So, today here I'm going to show you it's something little different. That is, I will not show, I will simultaneously code the program so that it will be beneficial to you too. And this will be a Django project. As we know, this is a Django playlist, and this project will be a quiz app. That is, whenever we give any quiz, there are multiple options there, and if you give the correct option, then you will get your score. And that is, if you get full score out of the total, or else whatever score you have just obtained, you will get that. So let's make it, and we will do it in from the beginning. That is, we will create the project. So for that, let me open my file explorer. And here in this script folder, here upon selecting this, it will write CMD. It will open the command prompt window. And here what you will do, you will write A and then you will press tab. You will hit enter. It will activate your virtual window. And inside this, after activating the virtual environment, we will create our Django project. So let me come back to the directory. Let me type, that is our command, Django hyphen admin start project, then the name of the project. Suppose I am giving the project name as quiz project. I will hit enter. So this will create my project. So let me see whether the project has been created or not. Yes, you see the project has been created. Now let me create the app. For that, I have to go to my project directory first. So let me go to the project directory, that is quiz project. I will hit enter. So I am now inside my project directory. And inside this, I will create my app folder. You can give any name you want to give to your project or app. So I am giving as, suppose, quiz hyphen app. Sorry, let me give the command to Django admin start app, then the name of the app. I will hit enter. So let me see whether my app has been created or not. So for that, I can open my Visual Studio Code. So you see, this is our app. Inside this, we are having these files, Python files, and this is our project. And inside this, we have this 5 Python files. So what we will do in this settings, we will do some changes. What are the changes I will do here? First, I will here import OS. Here in this install app, I will give the name of my app, that is quiz hyphen app. And in this template dirs, I will write os dot path dot join bracket base dir comma, then you will give the template. So I have not created the template. So let me first create my template here. So I will create one folder, sorry, outside this. I will create one folder, templates, and inside these templates, I will create two files. That is, one is index.html and another one is result.html. In the settings, now I will write here the name, the folder which I have created, that is templates. Okay, so here one error is coming, is not defined. Okay, so base. Okay, let me see once again. I've imported. I think let me give a space here. It's base only. Okay, I've got the error. It will be capital. Sorry. Now it's fine. So why we are writing this line? Because this os.path.join, this is a function in Python, and this will be used to create a full path by combining the different path. That is, it will tell that this template, this subdirectory, is inside this base directory. That will, it will link this base directory and the subdirectory path. That is, it will create a full path. That is the main function of this os.path.join. Now, so these are the changes we will do in settings.py. And inside this urls.py, what we will do? We will we will input another module, that is include. And here we will give the path. So what I am doing here, I am including a path, that is a path function, and I am just including this quiz app URLs. That is, the quiz app is the app folder, and inside this app folder we are having the URLs file. So let me create the URLs file in this app folder. So what we will do inside this urls.py folder, we will write from Django dot contrib import admin from Django dot urls import path include from dot import views. Then we will give the URL pattern path views dot home, views dot home, name home. So inside the views file, I have to create the home function. So let me go to the views file, and inside this views file, I will create the home function. Div home. Inside these, I will pass the request, whatever the request the user will give. And inside these, I will write the request state method equals to post. Okay, then I will give some variables to it. So whatever the variables the user want to give. So I'm giving one score variable and giving value to it 0, and then I'm writing one total variable, and it will what it will do, it will take the length of the quotient dictionary. So I have to make one dictionary here too, because this dictionary will contain the quotients and the options. So for that, let me create the quotient dictionary. First, ID 1 will have the first quotient. Any quotient you can give. So I'm giving, that is, what is the capital of France? Next, I'm giving the options. So in this option is a list. So what I will do, that is, okay, let me, this one here. So options is a list, means this option is a key, and this key is storing a value, and the value is a list, and list will have a number of element inside it or item inside it. So I'm giving this option, that is Paris, London, okay. Let me tell you the difference between inverted comma. Single inverted comma means it will be a character, and whenever there is a string, you have to give double inverted comma. Berlin, Madrid. And then I will here give the answer. Okay, one error is showing. Okay, so let me close this one. It's coming error. Statement was separated by new line or semicolon. Okay, I think I have not given the semicolon. Okay. Now I will give the second one. Okay, you can give in the next line too. So here, let me copy paste it. Oh, so next question is what is 3 plus 3. So you can add multiple questions too you want if you want extra question to write. So here our dictionary completes. Okay, so I have written this home function. Let me take it up. Now what I will do, this total will contain the length of the dictionary. And this result will hold the result. So this is a empty string. Okay. So what I will do here, I will write a for loop for id quotient in quotients dict dot items selected answer equals to request dot post dot get f quotient id. And here I will write the corrected sorry correct answer equals to quotient is correct equals to selected answer equals to correct answer. Result id quotient quotient, quotient, comma, selected, selected answer, correct, correct answer is correct, is correct. So let me see what is the error coming here. Question. So I'm writing here that is the result I will hold the question, the selected answer. Okay, selected. Okay. So what we are doing here, that is whenever the home function will be called, upon getting the request method equals to post, that is when the form got submitted. Here we are using two variable, that is score and total. Total will hold the length of the dictionary, and we are using a empty string here. Okay, it will store the result, and inside this for loop what we are doing, we are fetching the id and we are fetching the quotient, that is whatever are there in the dictionary. And suppose the user has given the option, that is have selected the option from the multiple question, that is whatever the multiple option there it is, the user has clicked a option, the option will be retrieved using the get method, and then it will be stored in the selected answer, and the corrected answer it will fetch here from the dictionary, and it will store in this corrected answer. And this is correct, what it will do, it is checking that whether the selected answer, that is whatever the answer the user has selected, whether it is equals to the correct answer, and this will store the result, that is whether it is true or false. And then in this result what we are doing, we are storing the quotient, we are taking the selected answer, and we are also taking the correct answer, and we are also checking whether it is correct or not. Then we will use a decision making statement. If is correct, if it is correct, that is if the selected answer is equals to the correct answer, then my score will get incremented. Here I will write the context. Here context is a dictionary, and inside this context what I am doing, I am passing, I will show you that I will pass this context using the render function. So let me just save it in a key value pair. So first I have stored the score, and then I am now storing total, and then I'm storing the, sorry, here it will be semicolon, here it will be stored as the results, that is the result. Okay, 1 minute, this will be results, and this too will be results. Now I will return render. This render will pass request. Okay, what is the name of my app? That is quiz app. So it will be, you will write this app, and inside this quiz app I'm having result.html. Actually, okay, let me do one changes. uh, Let me create another folder here, that is questions, and inside this question let me place this to HTML file. So what I am doing here, that is I am passing the request, that is whatever the request has given by the user. I am passing the HTML, that is the template. Since the result.html is inside the question, I just now have make the questions folder, that is I am giving the path that of the HTML file, and then here I will pass the context. Here the context is a dictionary. Okay, so now this will be executed, this whole code will get executed when the user has submitted the, means have already checked the options, clicked and submitted the page, then only this if block will get executed. Else, that is when the user is opening the page for the first time, I will write here the context, that is the dictionary. It will having the questions, dic, sorry, I'm just writing the spelling mistake, return render. Inside it I will pass a request, that is when the user has for the first time has visited the page upon pressing the local host colon 8000, that is the IP address and the port number. So whenever the user has opened the page for the first time, it will give the request, it will pass the HTML code, that is a template, and the context, this, that is this context. Okay, so when the user has for the first time opened the page, then it will, this if block will not get executed, so I have just hided this part, and then this context will have the dictionary and it will pass the request and the h template, this the HTML, and then it will, and the context too, so it will come to this file. So let me write the code here. You will get this upon typing shift and the exclamatory sign, you will get this. code. Now there is this boilerplate. So now what I will do here, I have to write the logic. So inside the body, let me give the h1 tag. This will hold the name, that is the heading part. So heading part I am giving, that is quiz app, user friendly quiz app. And this title I am giving here as quiz. Now I will write the form tag. Form method equals to post. Then I will give the CSRF token. So what is the token this will do? So this is a cross-site forgery token. It will help to tell this HTML that the Django code is safe. That is, it is authenticate. That is, there is, it will check for the authentication purpose. That is, the Django code, whatever it is coming, it is safe to be used. Sorry. For ID quotient in quotients dot items, what is happening, h2 tag, and inside this h2 tag I will give the quotient as a heading. And what I will do, I will fetch the id, because it was to hold the id1, that is quotient 1, quotient 2, quotient 3, it will show like this. And inside this I will use another for loop. For option in quotient dot options, then I'm using the DOM element, that is label. And inside this, okay, let me, it's looking perfect. And inside this I will give the input type as radio, then I will give name quotient id, so this input type will be of radio, that is this is used for this, that is the option, that is a circle, it will show name, it is showing the quotient id, and value it will show the option. So here my input tag is closing. Now here what I will do, I will write the option. Because if I don't give this line, then the option will not be listed. That is, the web page will not be showing this option. And if there is no option, then how user can click? Now here, after this level, I will use the PR tag, and then I will here close the for loop and for. Okay, here one irritation. I think space will be there. What is showing? Okay, sorry. I will end this for 2, and then I will use the button tag, button type, submit. So what we are doing inside this for loop, that is we are fetching the ID and we are fetching the quotient from the quotients, that is we are passing here. Let me go to the views file. Since we are passing the quotients, so first it will go through the quotients, that is I am passing the quotient as a context. So it will iterate over through the quotients, and then what it will do, it will go for another for loop iteration, that is whatever quotients are there inside that quotient, their options are also there. So it will check for options in those quotients option, that is suppose the first quotient was that what is the capital of France, and it has these following options. So this question is holding these options, so it will iterate to every options. So this is the for loop this for loop is doing, and then upon checking it here, the value is holding the option, and if we don't try this option, then the option will not be shown in the web page. Here we are closing this inner for loop, and here we are closing the outer for loop, and here we are using the submit button. So this is the code in index.html when the user is going for the first time, that is visiting the web page for the first time. So when the respective option has been taken by the user and when the user has submitted the button, then it will, what it will do, it will map with the route parameter, and then upon getting the post request, now it will get the post request because the user has submitted the button. Upon getting the post request, then it will come to views.py file, and now it will check whether the request, that is the method, is equals to post. And when it is equals to post, then following code will be executed, and now this render will be executed. And this render is holding the request, that is whatever the user has given the data, and the template code, and the context. Now the context is storing the score because already the user has submitted, so score has automatically got incremented whatever the user has scored. And this is the total, that is out of total, that is whether it can be out of 10. Since I have given 3 question here, so it will be out of 3. So this total will hold the total, that is 3, and the result, it will hold the result, that whatever the result the user has got. So now I have to go to the result.html. So inside this, what I will do, this result.html will show the result, and this will be a separate web page. That is, when the user has submitted the button, this web page will get executed and it will show the score, the total, and the result too. So inside this body, I'm using the h1 tag, and inside this h1 tag I will write quiz results. I'm using one p tag. P here stands for paragraph. So what it will show me, it will show my score. And where this score is coming from, it is coming from the context, as I have passed using the render function out of total. Here I will give one the hr tag, and for id result in results dot items. So this for loop is doing, that is, it is fetching the id and the result, and it is iterating over the result. Results dot quotient h2. I'm closing the h2 tag. Okay. So h2 tag, what it will show, it will show the result. So you can see when I will run this total project, you can see this web page, that is the quiz result page, and here I'm using a paragraph tag, and here I will tell your answer result dot selected paragraph tag, correct answer result dot correct if result dot is correct, P style equals to color green. That is, if it is correct, it will show green. I will here give the correct. Else P style color red. Incorrect. So if it is correct, then it will give show green color. That is, we are styling the page, and if it's an incorrect, then it will give red. So here we are ending our if and the HR tag. Okay, one thing it is there, that is, before this I have to close the for. So what we are doing here, that is, we are reversing the results upon fetching the question ID and the result, and this h2 tag will show the results, whatever the result are there in the question, and this will show the answer, that is the my answer, whatever the answer I have the user has selected from the options, and this will show the correct answer, that is from the result it will show the correct. As we know, the result was holding the quotients. You can see here in the views.py file, the result was holding the quotient, the selected answer, the correct answer, and whether it is correct or not. So if the result is correct, that is whether the selected answer is equals to the correct answer. If it was storing in is correct, so if result is correct, then it will show the correct, that it will give a green color, and else it will give the red color and it will show incorrect. Here we are ending the if, and here we are ending the for. So now let me run the project and let me see once again the views file, whether the indentation are correct or not. That is, for equals code for question ID question, and the selected answer, corrected answer is correct. It's checking the is if it is correct, the score is getting incremented, and here the context is scoring the score total and result and rendering it. Okay, there the too many spaces have been given. Let me make it a compact. Okay, and let me go to this index dot file. So inside this file, let me see whether everything is correct or not. So So this is taking the post method, and then we are using the serif token. And for id and quotient we are fetching it for, and then we're referring over to the quotients dictionary. And then we are iterating over the options, whatever options are there in the quotient. And here we are ending the for loop, and here we are ending the outer for loop. And this index.html. Okay, so now let me run this code. How I will run the code, that is I will type python manage.py run server. I will hit enter. Okay, so it's coming. Okay, it does not appear in it. It is telling that the module quiz.urls from this does not appear to have any patterns in it. So let me go to this file. So let me check the urls file first. From Django we are importing the file, views.home, name that is home. Okay, here it will be there. And this urls, let me check. Okay, from Django import admin, from Django.urls import path. Okay, so this will be, this is correct only because we are having the quiz app. Because inside quiz app only urls file is there na. So now let me run the code once again. The include URL config, and URL pattern is valid in the file, that is an issue by QuizProject quiz app urls.py. Using the okay, we are using the quiz app. So it was got struck. We have come to the error that was it was not getting the part. So upon rectifying it, upon giving the part to it, that is upon solving it. So let me now run the project. So this is the IP address. I will copy it and I will paste it over here, and I will hit enter. So now the user is visiting the page for the first time. So here the upon getting this request, it will execute, it will execute this render function, and then it will come to this index.html file. It will execute this function, that is this logic. It will get the data, it will get saved. Upon getting the data saved, that is upon capital R from Paris, 3 plus 3 6, and what is the color of leaves, that is green. Upon clicking the submit button and getting the post request, it will go to the, it will execute the if block statement in views file. That is, this code will be executed, and then upon getting this, it will go to the render function and it will go to this result.html template file. It is here, it will get executed. That is the quiz app quiz result file is getting showed. You can see this is a quiz result file and this is telling that your score is 3 out of 3. So this is the whole logic. It is working here. I hope you got the code understood, and if you have any problem, I'm free to help you, and I will be very much grateful to solve your doubts. And stay tuned to my next video. Bye bye, have a great day.